So, guys, it's David here. Now, this morning I had a very weird start to my day. Instead of coming up here to just make more features to my application, I was browsing on Reddit. I was looking for ideas, but somehow those ideas turned into me looking at lust, looking at communities and subreddits, which I wasn't supposed to be doing. Now, I guess that weird and awkward transition happened because I used to use Reddit for that purpose, and I guess my curiosity just caught up to me. But what is very odd about today's approach was that I wasn't looking at lust and exotic images for the sake of acting. There was no desire, but rather I was just browsing. I was just browsing. I was just like, it was like my attention was just so sucked in into looking at these different communities, these different subreddits, and just scrolling endlessly, where I felt trapped. And yeah, I didn't lust, I didn't act, and quite frankly, I did not feel like that I want to. Because for the most part of me, I know exactly what will happen if I do. The feeling will feel, well, mediocre. What do you do after you release? You feel shitty by yourself. You lose energy, you lose motivation. So, literally, what's the point? And it is just not fun, right? Knowing you have something to do, and when you really commit yourself to the chase of your goals, you realize that anything else around you, like these distractions, right, are just all so superficial. Sure, they may feel good, but really, that initial feeling, what you thought feels good, is only an old memory, right? This outdated memory that you used to have when you had no reason to work, when you had no purpose in a way. And yes, in the past, they may feel good. And in the present, sometimes those old memories still catch up to us, reminding us that, hey, redo it, right? Relust, relapse, whatever it is, do it again because it used to feel good. It used to bring you joy and pleasure. So surely it will still do. And I guess we do make those mistakes based on these little things we tell ourselves incessantly. We remind ourselves of the good time we used to have, and when we really repeat those mistakes in the present moment, when we are conscious to chase a higher meaning in life, we realize that shit, why did I fall for that again? Right? Because it doesn't really feel the same. And in a way, you kind of feel old. You kind of feel old as, in a sense, you have grown up. You have grown out of your own immaturity because you have found something more meaningful in life to do. And that chase, right? That constant chase of this uncertain and new adventure ahead of you excites you. It gives you this excitement because you never know what will come. But you know that eventually what will come to you will be an experience, a pleasure, and a reward much greater than anything you had ever experienced. So I guess today I was browsing for the sake of just browsing because social media, guys, is designed to rob your attention. And if you add pornography on top of that, naked woman shaking ass, well, you're cooked. And certainly my mind was cooked till this point. Even now, I still have these images, I still have these things that I cannot unseen. But really, that is what happens when you spend, hours and hours just watching at exotic images and naked women dancing and stuff. It is not good for the mind. So regaining my focus today to work has proved to be very difficult. But that I could have an explanation for because I was, in a way, staring at things I was not supposed to. So I guess really what I want to say today for to conclude this video is that never be fooled by your old memories or never be fooled by your old experiences. Because in a way that we have to accept the fact that we are growing up. And your sense of immaturity to still hold on to those same similar past memories and expect them to be the same in the present state, then you are still living in the past. You refuse to accept the reality of who you are now and what you have to become. And in a way, that is quite sad because you are missing out on this wonderful time. And that is the present. The present where you can create new memories, new adventures, and experience pleasure far beyond anything you had experienced in your life. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Because, look, guys, I could relive my old memories insensitively in the present. I could constantly watch TV. I could constantly do drugs. I could constantly, fap off to porn. But that is exactly what I used to do. And those things no longer entertain me because I do believe that there's a greater pleasure and purpose out there. And for me to act on those hope, to act on this possibility of a greater life has shown me, right, experiences. It has excited me far beyond anything else I had felt because the experience is of a novelty. And new experiences, guys, always excites you, always animates you. So never live your past, but rather stay in the now and chase for that new high in life. And that new high simply is just a new experience you get to live by doing something you had never done before. So I hope you guys have learned something from this today. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.